Surge forth! Huh. Huh. Too slow. Quit following me.
The crystals you asked for can only be found in caverns deeper than 500 meters underground. Here, have a look for yourself. As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Out of my sense of duty as a guide, I brought them all back. Next time, just save the trouble and let me go alone. Indeed. Well done. No wonder he's the best. I wouldn't dare to go more than 200 meters down into a cavern like that.
I wonder how much he made this time.
Whoa, it really does sound like a super amazing guide. Do you think you could get some pointers from him, Mualani? Who knows, maybe he could save us some trouble on our trip to the mysterious island.
Ko'olo always treats his experience like trade secrets. He never tells anyone anything about being a guide.
Oh, okay.
But one day, I'll also be able to reach the island.
That's him, right? Do you really think you'll be able to get his help?
Allow me to do the talking.
You must be the top guide of your tribe. I have a commission that I hope you'd be willing to consider.
That guy sure looks familiar. Oh, aren't those two the scholars from Sumeru who are bitten by the Koholosaurs? They also wanted to go to the mysterious island, right? Seems they finally realized that they need a guide.
A commission? Since you've obviously heard about my abilities, have you also happened to hear about my rates? If you're not intimidated by the price, then we can talk.
Yes, I've looked into everything I need to know. As long as the trip is a success, then the commission fees won't be a problem.
Oh? And where is it you want to go?
The mysterious island.
Just as Paimon thought.
But first, please don't misunderstand. I'm no tourist.
You hear that? He wants to go to the island.
In that case, Ko'olo's the only one for the job. But the journey to the island requires a lot more than just a guide, right?
Since you want to visit the real mysterious island, then I'm sure you've also heard about the requirement for our trip, right?
Yes, I know. According to the legend, only those who are willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together. I must reach that island, even if that means putting my life in someone else's hands. I have made up my mind.
Don't waste your words on me. The way I see it, the requirement is just a way to weed out those who do not have the skills to reach the island by themselves.
You...
You say you'd put your life in somebody else's hands? Ridiculous. Even if someone were to trust me with their life, they'd just be another burden. Let's look at it the other way around. Why would I place my life in the hands of someone whose abilities are far below mine? That is what the legend is really hinting at here. Many guides in the tribe have received commissions like this, only to end up bogged down by their incompetent clients long before reaching the destination. How do you think I reached the mysterious island? I made it because I chose to go alone.
Well, I'm different.
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. You'll give up halfway at best, which is a waste of my time. And a waste of your commission fees. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. If that's the case, then you can find another guide in the tribe. For example... new student, over there.
What's up with that guy's attitude? Paimon takes back everything nice she said about him.
I have things to do now. Goodbye.
Hold on, Ko'olo.
What's wrong? I'm only introducing a potential client to you because I know you're a teacher. In fact, I'd say it's quite the opportunity.
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island. Uncle New taught me that.
I know. You're just the same as him. You both obviously hope to prove yourselves, but still think that you have to follow the legend to the letter. Waiting for a cumbersome client to find you before even trying to set off.
Mualani?
The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to the island. But as for New, where's his proof? Why don't you wait until he's actually found the island before you start using his views to refute me?
I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take you to see what the excitement was all about. I wasn't planning on getting into an argument with him again.
That Ko'olo seemed to harbor some kind of grudge against you, Mualani. Or maybe your teacher.
I know. Quite an impressive achievement for my teacher, huh? Even the best guide in the tribe can't stop talking about him.
Oh, Paimon thought you'd be more upset.
Of course not. Uncle Nu has also argued with Ko'olo before. I've already heard the same words several times now. But it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island. That's right. It's just that I've always seen the journey as something super important and not to be taken lightly. I was really surprised when you asked me to be your guide today. After telling you about all the dangers with such a serious face, I didn't make you think that you're causing me trouble, did I?
Actually, Paimon did think about taking our invite back.
No, please don't do that. Actually, that is also a part of what Uncle Nu taught me as a guide. The difficulty of the trip is the very first thing that needs to be clearly laid out to the group. If you want a chance of reaching the destination together, you must first reach a consensus on the amount of effort that will be required. I always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. But Uncle Nu has never been to the island, so Ko'olo always uses that to push us down. So, as Uncle Nu's student, I've always wanted to complete the trip to prove his skills. It's a pity that I've never had the chance.
But don't you have that chance now, Mualani? If you'd agree to be our guide, we're completely willing to trust you with our lives. With the help of the renowned traveler and her trusty companion, you'll definitely be able to find the mysterious island. Then you can come back and teach that Ko'olo a lesson.
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Aw, you're making Paimon blush.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna go, we should start preparing right away. I've already had the plans for this trip written out for some time. Come with me.
Oh, it's that scholar guy. Paimon almost forgot he was still here.
Scholar guy? My name is Varundra. Please use it.
I didn't expect to see you again, Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, and it's that lady too. Hello again.
Excuse me, Miss Guide. Since we've been referred to you, would it be okay for us to join your journey?
I'm Mualani. Just call me by my name. As for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the requirements. We've only just met, and I'm not sure you're cut out for this trip. The path to the mysterious island is a grueling one.
Oh.
I admit that after coming to Natlan, I've encountered many things outside of my field of expertise. It's understandable you're worried that we'll slow you down. So how about this? We'll set off with you as ordinary travel companions, and I'll pay you the usual commission fees. But we won't officially be your clients. In other words, you needn't shoulder the responsibility of being our guide. And even if something were to happen to us, your reputation as a guide won't be tarnished as a result. How does that sound?
If you accompany us, then you are a member of the team. I could never agree to such a careless deal. Oh, don't tell me you think I'm the same kind of person as Ko'olo.
So you still refuse? Fine. Kariel, put the Mora for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous, so please don't follow me.
Varundra?
Now he wants to go alone? Why is this guy so obsessed with that island?
Wait! Please don't do this in front of a guide. I can't let a tourist go on some dangerous journey all alone. Even my sweet mom would give me a harsh scolding if I ever let you do that.
I'm so sorry for the trouble. Really.
Don't say that. Although it'd be inappropriate to bring along two strangers I just met, there is another solution. How about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the monument near the tribe's southeastern slope. I'll see you there.
So you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn you from strangers into friends. The kind we can trust with our lives.
That's your plan? Very well, then.
Wonderful. On behalf of both Varundra and I, thank you so much.
Pretty sure only Mualani could come up with a plan like that.
We need to get started on our preparations. Come with me.
Too slow.
My music's not juvenile at all.
Hey, Alafa. I've got some business for you.
We've been over this before. The name's Yellowfath.
I know. It's just that Lafa sounds so much cuter.
Well, since you're the customer here, I guess whatever floats your boat.
I need a camping tent with all the accessories. Only the best you've got.
Another commission, huh? Just so you know, a full tent according to your standards is gonna be pricey. Is your client covering the bill?
How much are we talking?
Don't worry about the costs. I'll take care of it.
Oh, but that's not right.
Ahem. Let's make this clear, Traveler and Paimon. We're not working together like this is a hired commission, are we?
Oh, no, we're traveling as close friends who trust each other with anything.
That's what I thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky when it comes to camping equipment, and I don't want my friends to be paying for me. But don't worry, it's not that expensive. We're ready, Lafa.
Your total is 200,000 mora.
Isn't that still a lot for you, Mualani?
Just imagine us in the wilderness, okay? We can either sleep out in the open, tired and weary, or simply spend a week.
You call that a week's worth of pocket money? Are you rich, Mualani?
That's not important. We still need to buy some equipment from another store. Come with me.
The wind rises.
Afternoon, Uncle.
You call me uncle, but I'm old enough to be your grandfather.
Because you're still young, Uncle On. Hey, can you help me find something kind of rare? I can negotiate the price. What do you say?
All right. What are you looking for?
A record player. Specifically, the kind that's convenient to take camping.
Oh, that model is pretty rare indeed. I thought it'd be nice to keep it as a prized collectible in the shop.
Ahem, Uncle On.
Just don't break it, okay? I'll even buy it back from you when you're done with it.
Thanks, Uncle On.
A record player? Does that mean we need to buy some records too?
Yup, and that's our next stop. Hey, Paka Paka!
Mualani? Have you finally decided to release a record of your own?
You'd be the first I'd sign with if I ever did, but not today. I just want to buy a record. The one you've been keeping from
That's a pretty rare record, you know? Besides,
Maybe I can think of a way to connect you with a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind to release a record.
Whoa! Then we could produce some really wild tunes!
Nice. That's the record
What do we need it for anyway?
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind for some advice once, and apparently...
Is that really a thing? Well, if it doesn't cost much, that...
You know how it goes, Mualani. 20,000 mora for this record.
Deal.
Looks like Mualani really is rich.
That should be about everything we need to buy.
What's wrong, Mualani?
Next, I need to find my teacher and get the map. Besides the legend left by the first chief, there's also a map. It's full of strange symbols, almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. The chief made several copies of the map and distributed them to the first members of the tribe. The copies were to be passed down, which brings us to today. The day...
Whoa. Hearing that is also making Paimon...
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side somehow makes me feel a lot better.
That's right! Let's go and find them together!
Afternoon, Uncle New. I have a big surprise for you.
A surprise? Then you must be here to finally pick...
You saw right through me, as always.
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? The ones who went to the Night Kingdom with you. And it's just that... my feelings are a little
Huh?
Do you think that I'm still not ready yet, Uncle New?
No, I believe you are the best guide in your generation. It's just that... I'm not ready yet. After all, the journey to the mysterious island is no easy feat for any guide of the people of the Springs.
Don't worry. With our help, Mualani will definitely be able to...
Yeah. This time I'll definitely be able to prove that Ko'olo is no better than Uncle New.
Don't misunderstand. Since you've made up your minds, I won't try to stop you. It's just... our mission as guides has never been to prove anything. There is only one thing we must do.
I understand, Uncle New.
In that case, you may have the map. Also, take this with you.
What is it?
It's a talisman. Take good care of it. You must return it to me when you get back from the...
Was this made with spinel fruit? For some
Right, which is precisely why it's so effective.
You really know me best, Uncle New. All right. Traveler and Paimon, tomorrow we'll set off.
Yay! Paimon can't wait for another... We just got a message from Moika. She says to meet her at the Speaker's King... It's about time to meet up next. Does that mean your ancient name is ready to be forged? Let's get some good rest today. We need to be at our best for this special moment.
Behold! Too slow.
Traveler, Paimon, over here!
You're here, Mualani! Oh, and those strange scholars are here.
Good morning, you two.
Morning!
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as a child before the start of...
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring stroll, so I hope we can all act a little more...
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide. Our journey to the mysterious island has a...
Yay!
First, do you all see the statue here?
Uh-huh. Is it...
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief of the people of the Springs who came back from the mysterious island and set up this place. The first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to our ancestors.
Is there any theoretical basis to...
A theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's an essential step before heading to the mysterious island. Very good. You didn't try to argue with me over something that you aren't knowledgeable about. That's very professional of you.
Sure, but since this practice doesn't have an empirical basis, I won't be able to include it in my thesis.
Come on, everyone. Greetings to my ancestors. As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments. Allow me to depart under your gaze and return under your protective watch.
It really feels like we're about to embark on a great adventure!
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for the first clue.
Speaking of which, where should we look for the clue?
At a place where many gather. Like a party.
Huh?
Too slow.
Wow, there are a lot of
As expected, the first clue is related to the...
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue is when the first chief created the map. He left a special mark for them, so it'll be impossible to gain any leads from just...
You're a real pro at this.
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholasaurs don't like gaps.
So let me tell you a secret that only a guide from the people of the Springs would know. It's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, as soon as the season changes, the herd quickly disperses. Unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan, it would be very rare to ever witness such a thing.
This is a thing? I need to note this down right away and include an explanation as a part of my thesis.
According to what I've deciphered from the map, a clue is hidden deep in that valley.
But to get there, won't we have to get through the...
We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them. They're gathering...
You mean we're going to have to walk through the Colas?
Given we've agreed to work together, everyone should do their part. But it shouldn't be a problem at all for me. Let's have
No worries. We don't need everyone. We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so we'll leave that to you two.
Is that so? Then that...
And now I understand how much you care for your assistant scholar. Follow me and stay close. Oh no, we've been spotted. Let's back off and try again.
These Kaholasaurs sure seem on guard.
Kevin, you've already used the information provided by the map to deduce that the clue is in that valley.
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never hurt the... And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others' gather...
But on what basis?
Okay, so can we...
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them.
Let Paimon think.
According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholasaur herd.
This is tricky.
Karya, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over between Varamdra.
Me? All right. When Varamdra decided to... I discovered something very interesting. We thought that but I'm not sure how...
Oh, is that...
You can just call me
In that case, please stay here and keep an eye on the luggage. Found it!
What's this?
The key to making our way through the herd. If the Kaholasaurs have a keen sense of smell, then even if we tried... But this plant can help us solve that problem. Because we can apply the plant's extract to our bodies and trick...
So, we're gonna...
Don't worry, it's also good for your skin.
Oh, Paimon feels old.
Perfect. Okay. Be sure to stay out of sight. What's that sound? Careful! It's just a young Kaholasaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger. How could there be so many here? We can't get through! Oh, I have an idea. Wait here. Come on! Careful! Don't startle them. We must be getting close.
Look, a bunch are gathering around that rock.
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together?
But Paimon thought guides from the...
Sounds like someone has been trying...
True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock?
I've heard that there is a type of moss that changes color when it reacts to the biological signals. That must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them.
So we've passed the first stage of the journey.
I see. Had we chosen to drive the Kaholasaurs off, then we never would have found this lead.
Has he always been this way, Miss...
He's just obsessed with his research.
At least this has shown that my judgment is correct. I've proven my trustworthiness.
Yes, I understand. And
Mualani really knows how to lead our group.
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next destination.
Hard to tell. Paimon certainly does.
Aha! I got it. Though the lines are kinda rough, I can still see that they represent the boundaries between the... Find our next destination.
Really? You got all...
Well, intuition is also a part of it. Maybe I've just seen too many maps. Alright, break time is over.
Behold!
Okay, this is the place.
So, where do we go next?
I'm not completely sure yet. The map seems to indicate there's a mechanism here that crosses...
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's got something to...
If you have any suggestions, then please feel free...
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating is a spirit.
That is a possibility. But...
According to my theory, it might not have been set up by humans. Speaking of which, the spirit door's your trap.
Oh, I remember now.
After learning about the legend, I realized that it was connected to my... Even though I haven't found an exact route to the mysterious island, I'm fairly certain... Firstly, it's at an intersection between water and land. And secondly, there should be a high concentration. Therefore, the area must contain many potential spirit ways, and the dragons...
Oh, amazing!
Now everyone's contributing.
You flatter me. If my theory is correct, we should already be
All right. Then let's start searching for the...
That's just a quick and easy name. I won't be able to include it in my thesis. Given the dragons used the device long before the humans...
Then let's start searching for the...
If I'm not mistaken... Look!
Whoa! It started glowing!
Looks like we can activate it once we get close enough. But according to the map, there should be 2 more phlogiston nodes.
Quit following me.
Paimon sees it! Oh, but it's way up high. We'll need to find a way up there.
Illusion shattered!
Everyone hold hands!
Great work, everyone! Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing.
Is there something wrong?
See, look at this. After activating a normal spirit door, we could just go ahead and use it. Also, according to the map, we need to activate the mechanism and switch, but if we don't operate the nodes properly, then the people on the...
Isn't that super...
In theory, the process should be very safe, but only...
Do you think you'd be able to operate it? I just tried and it clearly...
Though I've never tried before, I've read a lot of information and theoretically... But in theory...
If Verandra can control it, then that also...
Okay, well...
After all the adventures she's been on, handling something like this should be easy peasy.
Alright. Then it'll be up to the Traveler to stay here and I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes. Just make sure you quickly head to...
Wait, but handling it this way...
Don't worry. It looks like the spirit ways are all above the water.
But it's so high! And you'll be falling so fast!
Do you still remember the promise we made? But only those who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you two...
Alrighty. Please be careful.
To the spirit way on the right! Please, activate the next node!
Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now! Let's go find the node we need! We did it, Mualani!
Up ahead. Switch to the next spirit way. Traveler, get to the next node!
Got it! Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node
That was perfect.
You are amazing, Mualani! There were a couple of moments Paimon thought it was...
I'm confident I could do it all over.
Oh no.
It appears the phlogiston nodes here need to automatically recharge.
In that case, no matter what happens next, we have to seize our...
Do you hear that?
The weather's getting gloomy, and a bunch of whirlpools just appeared in...
Yes, we need to get to higher ground and Hey, look over there!
Whoa! There's a giant whirlpool over there!
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Huh?
The info I deciphered from the map points to only one possibility.
No way!
Forgive me for being frank, but as a guide of the people of the Springs, I'm sure you
Yes, I know. But whether it's the information deciphered from them, everything points to the path ahead being...
And what if you're wrong?
Rondra.
I'm not trying to be unreasonable. The spirit waves must have affected the nearby bodies of water. At this rate, some of the land that was once underwater will soon reappear at the surface and see the light of day again. So, our goal should be the shallow waters.
I can't find any evidence to refute your claim for the moment.
And it seems like it's time for our collaboration.
But didn't we all agree to...
I have reached this conclusion based on my field of expertise, and I cannot...
No,
You!
Letting your clients separate themselves from the group in the middle of a journey will result in the...
Then we can implement the plan I proposed at the very beginning. You're not...
Oh, but you can't do that once you've traveled together as a group. If you were to leave now, how about this? You and... I know you like to explain everything with theories and logic, so let me...
Well...
Traveler, Paimon, let's get
You're better acquainted with her than I...
Barandra is quite knowledgeable about Natlan's geography.
Whoa. The massive whirlpool is up ahead. Just the thought of going...
Do you also think that this is a reckless decision? It's okay. That's completely normal. Actually, this is just how it is to be a guide. The tribe's experiences passed down from... This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. But it also means that we must bear the consequences of our mistakes. Although I'm pretty convinced that all the leads we have collected are pointing us to the world. If the scholars still choose to reject my plan, the same goes for the two of you. You are the commissioners, so if you think this is too... The good news is that I know the way back to the tribe very...
Mualani?
Traveler.
That's right. You've trusted us before. Besides, it's gonna take more than a whirlpool to scare the two of us. We all managed to make it...
Aw, Paimon.
All right. Let's investigate this whirlpool and see. Matters of luck aside, he definitely knows a lot about you.
I know, it's just that we can't see much from here.
Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon or does the...
You're right. Maybe it's just...
That means we need to hurry.
Miss Guide, we have a problem.
Karia? What are you...
I tried to persuade him, but he said that the water to the south was about to be shallow enough to wade through. But I'm not much of a swimmer, so I came...
Oh, why did this have to happen now?
No time to hesitate. I'll get in the water and rest... Let's ride! That way? He's been pulled away by the current! Not here either. The current is too fast! We found him!
Verandra, thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
Oh, didn't I tell you?
Judging by the changes in the water's surface, it's just...
Right, who knows if we can make it back in time now?
Seems we missed...
Why would you give up on such an opportunity?
How can you say that? It's already bad enough that you had to be left behind.
I'm really sorry.
Don't feel guilty, Karia. I think if I reactivate the only problem is that we still don't know it's already getting late now. And we've been on the move for a whole day.
Now that you mention it, Paimon is feeling a little hungry. Hey, Paimon's stomach can be very sensible. It won't interrupt while
We have plenty of tasty things to eat. Let's just...
Is this the spot? Let Paimon and the Traveler help set...
Go ahead. I'll take care of the fire. Oh, and here's a little camping...
I can't believe there was an...
Is there anything I can help with?
What do you think? This is a specialty dish I learned to make that's perfect for...
Mm-hmm. It really hits...
Karia helped out quite a bit, so she deserves some credit.
No. I'm just...
What was that sound?
Don't worry. Remember the record player I bought? Let me go turn it on. Listen.
Wow, so it really works!
My parents told me that most of the valuable experience from our ancestors... In a sense, this trip to the mysterious island is also a custom left behind by the...
Yeah, Paimon would like to know too!
Even though I've heard my parents tell stories since I was little, it's said that he was the first person to make a map of Natlan.
That sounds pretty amazing!
Yeah. There isn't a place in Natlan that he didn't visit. Even now, no one has even come close to his reputation and status. But oddly enough, after returning from the mysterious island, it really makes me wonder what the journey... How about this? Before we rest for the night, let's have a bonfire party!
If we're going to go plunging into that whirlpool tomorrow, then wouldn't it be best to...
Now's not the time to be a party pooper. You ought to...
Yeah, she's right!
All right. So what do the...
Rules? A bonfire doesn't have any rules. Everyone...
Okay, sounds fun.
So, for the first question...
Oh, we were just talking about...
Let's hear everyone's ideas, and maybe we can figure out what the...
Paimon can go first! If you ask Paimon what the purpose of a journey is, most importantly, it's about making the trip...
Yes, I can't agree more. Okay. You sure are taking your time thinking about it. Oh, I get it. You must have passed through many nations before making it to Natlan. It's quite possible that your experience traveling is more than... Why don't I circle back to you later? Next,
Me? If you ask about my travels...
That doesn't matter. This is a party...
All right. If I had to say what the meaning of a journey before you reach the destination, you don't need to think about anything outside the trip itself.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm on too!
I hope that didn't...
All right. Now...
All right, if you In my opinion, our goals and dreams in life are all in pursuit of what we call results. So, the greatest meaning of a journey lies in managing to find...
Not sure I completely...
There's nothing difficult to understand. It's the same. He must have discovered enough valuable results after visiting the mysterious island to decide that he should end his journey.
Um...
Before coming here, someone had stolen. All that person had to do was sign his name on my achievements, and he was able to. Do you understand now, Miss Guide?
I sympathize with your situation.
I don't need your sympathy. As long as I can reach the mysterious island and find the correct. What happened during the day already proved that my theories were wrong. So I'm willing to. I must make it to the mysterious island. And if I have to entrust.
Was that actually supposed to be an apology?
Actually, there's a saying among the guides of the people of the Springs. Because the final destination of it would be disrespectful of my duties as a guide if I were just taking tourists straight to where they wanted to go. That is what I would truly call it.
Just as you don't agree with me, I can't.
I'm not too worried about that. After all, another purpose of travel.
What sort of logic is.
All right, that's it for this round. Since it's still.
Huh? Oh no, Paimon. Paimon slept so well. Oh, Mualani and the others seem to be up already. Let's go see what they're up to.
Huh.
Mualani!
Just in time. I was about to go.
What the? You already caused the world.
We're in luck. The phlogiston nodes were recharged by dawn. I had Karya and we were practicing all morning so they could get the hang of.
Oh, it seems after apologizing, you've already become trusted members.
Is now really the time to be teasing us?
He's right. We should really hurry over to the.
Even though we had this discussion yesterday, I still.
You bet!
Okay, then let's go.
I can't believe it. There are subterranean.
Mualani was right!
Let's see where this cave leads. Come with me. Faster! According to the map, we need to head downward? Okay. Don't be afraid, everyone. Jump down with me.
Is that lava?
It appears these caves were formed by
I see. Then the spirit waves were affecting altering the lava's flow created temporary holes which allowed us to follow the water's current and enter this underground space.
Are all scholars from Sumeru like this?
Hard to say.
But can there be an island in this kind of...
It appears we haven't reached our destination yet.
Shine down!
Let's ride! Surf's up! Amazing!
Whoa, what's that light?
Let's keep going. We'll be able to see more. Watch your step. Follow closely. Heads up! These volcanic caves aren't very stable, so watch out for falling rocks.
Behold!
What a maze! There's lava everywhere!
Let's look around together and see what we can find.
Very well. It would indeed be useful to collect some
There are plants growing?
There's nothing unusual about that. This is spinel fruit. Wait, it is a little strange. This isn't ordinary spinel fruit. It's the same as the one on this talisman.
Isn't that the talisman your teeth?
Yes. In which case... I'll be sure to ask him about...
There's so much lava.
The lava here doesn't look very stable.
From here, the light seems to be getting brighter.
A distant light. Wait,
Miss Guide, it seems Verandra...
I've got it! Do you see that golden light in the distance? I'm positive that's the mysterious island. That's where...
Really?
I'm a scholar from the Academia Spantamad Darshan. I specialize in... When I first heard about the legend of the mysterious island, one exaggerated description I heard was that it's an entire island that shines like gold. What it was under certain environmental conditions, large amounts of lava are quickly cooled. Since the ore can't be moved in time, it begins to accumulate. Result, if I'm not mistaken, there'll be a large pool of lava up ahead, and the mysterious island will be floating on the lava. An entire...
So you mean we really found them?
Rejoice! Even a small piece...
Really? Then let's hurry!
wait, Paimon. We should head back now.
What are you saying?
This map is covered with symbols and riddles, but there's one thing that's written clearly. What you just said may be correct, but that golden place isn't...
Are you joking?
But Mualani's judgment has always been...
You thought I'm after treasure?
Oh, he's acting weird.
After my previous findings were stolen, I began a new era. As long as I can bring this ore back, my theories will be proven beyond. To me, this ore is the result that must be obtained. Otherwise, all those hardships along the way will be rendered completely meaningless. Don't you understand?
As we agreed before,
Why? Are you wary of me? Now that we've confirmed that the...
She's not that kind of person, Verandra.
The result is right before my face.
Oh no! He went running in! How can he do...
not good. We must stop him.
Is it just Paimon or is the ground shaking? What the... Where did these monsters come from?
These monsters. Looks like the lava here is becoming active again.
Miss Guide, Verandra,
He'll be trapped by the lava. We need to hurry and take care of these monsters. Surfsa!
The lava is rising!
Verandra!
Traveler, Paimon, please take care of Karya. I'll be right back.
What are you doing, Mualani?
I can use my surfboard on the lava for a short period of time.
But that's way too risky! Okay then, we'll take... Let's ride!
The cave is becoming more and more unstable. I have to hurry. More falling rocks. Okay, watch this! Looks like I'm just in time.
It's right there! I'm almost there!
Look carefully. You can't get through the lava. You'll die if you try to make your way forward. Why don't you just give up?
Why don't I give up? Well, I might not be able to do it, but what about you?
Me?
You have the ability to move over the lava. If you try, maybe you can reach the island and earn the highest honor for a That way, you'll have the results you need to prove yourself, and even Ko'olo won't be- You want to know why I won't give up, but I'm asking why you'd give up such an opportunity.
The lava is rising. If I take this risk, then how will the others get back?
You!
Come with me.
No!
I've brought him back. He's fortunate that he wasn't serious.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
You're welcome. It's getting dangerous.
No, I refuse! I can still-
Seriously? How can you be so...
Verandra!
Whoa.
I've always believed that you're the most talented person I've ever met. I believe that even if you won't obtain any results this time, you'll... So... I won't allow my...
Kari...
She's finally opening up. And it seems like she's...
Mualani the Lava!
Don't panic. It seems like the trick that Uncle knew...
Where did all these Koholas...
No time to explain. Just get on.
Got it, got it!
Everyone okay? Let's take a head count. We escaped danger and made it back alive. That's what I...
Oh, real?
What's the point? We still...
Hey, don't look so depressed. You'll...
Actually, according to the map, we still have...
Oh? Then which way should we go? Wait, aren't we back where we started?
Come on, let's go to the statue.
So, what's the point of coming back here again?
Oh, here, look! Some hidden word...
Really? Let Paimon...
Congratulations, Guide from the Future. You have completed a challenge that even I found ambitious. And now, I finally have the chance to tell you my story. You may have heard legends describing me as the best guide in all of Natlan. But in the beginning, I was more like a treasure hunter. I chased results, facing countless dangers to prove myself. Time after time, I ventured where others didn't dare, never failing to bring back rare treasures. My fame was second to none. And yet, I never felt satisfied. So I found a new goal, a challenge that no one had ever achieved before. The legendary Mysterious Island. Another chance to prove myself. Unfortunately, my friends who had traveled with me all this time had grown tired of my nonsense. Instead of praise, they now showered me with words of caution. Perhaps this journey was one that I had to complete alone. But luckily, they decided to once again put up with my antics. Just as before, they came up with ingenious ways to help me move forward. They never let me down, even when I had to place my life in their hands. And they always trusted my judgment, even when it took a lot of courage. In the end, just as ever, we found the result we came for. But that golden glow was baiting me towards death. It was the glow of a rare ore, but it was also the warning sign of an impending eruption. Maybe if I pressed on and put my life on the line, I could get the result I wanted. And yet, there was a chance I'd lose something even more precious. But don't worry. In the end, I made the same choice as you. Everyone was disappointed that their illustrious guide had, for once, returned empty-handed. But seeing everyone survive, I felt satisfied for the first time in my life. Perhaps the treasure I had really been searching for had been right here with me, all along. So, I decided to end my long journey and find a safe place for my hard-earned treasure. To me, this is the real mysterious island.
The hidden inscriptions
These must have been the words the first chief left for those.
In that case, the mysterious island from the legend is actually...
I remember now that the elders once told me our tribe was originally founded on a small island. Later, the coastlines the journey to the mysterious island starts exactly where... Yeah. I think I...
The golden glow is an indicator of when the lava will periodically erupt. The principle of vulcanite formation implies that it will only appear at the start of fierce lava activity. This means that there's zero possibility of ever bringing the ore back.
Verandra.
Our journey is not yet over. As we agreed, please come back to the people.
Fine. I suppose that would also...
Don't be so down. I have a feeling that the...
Paimon remembers now. There's still something important.
Uncle New! We're back!
Mualani, it's good to see you again.
Uncle, I've completed the journey to the mysterious...
But you still have a question you would...
Yes. You've...
Yes, I have.
If that's the case, then you've gone on the same journey.
Because I made...
A choice?
Did you notice that the hidden inscriptions on the stone tablet disappeared?
Oh yeah, you're right.
There's a special paint on the statue that would change color when it comes into contact. Only those who have been to that underground space will be contaminated by the dust and be able to see the hidden message. And this is the choice that the first... If you choose to boast about your deeds, you will receive the... If you choose to remain silent, then the mysterious island will remain. In the end, my
Oh.
But not being able to tell anyone after accomplishing such a feat.
But have you noticed that Koolo, who claims to have been to the island...
What?
Right. Paimon remembers that Koolo said that he went to the mysterious...
He deliberately recommended the client to find Mualani, probably because he thought she wouldn't be able to reach the mysterious island. As guides, we are not adventurers, let alone treasure hunters. But in the process, we also gain much skill and experience at overcoming danger. Many guides gradually lose sight of their true beliefs and intentions in the process. They end up becoming more like thieves who would rush to the other side of the lava lake, regardless of the consequences. Rather than this is why the first chief left behind the legend and the map. To lure, aside from me, many other tribe members have also traveled to the... So they've also made pacts with their companions, choosing to give up the results that would...
You've all given up?
Sir, I've given up on merely one result. Given her talent and qualifications, Mualani was well within her rights to choose the top-ranked guy. I believe I was able to cultivate such an outstanding student and witness her completion of... If instead of looking at one single journey, we look at my entire career...
Karya? I've come up with a new...
You're the same as always, Varamdra. You always have to find. In any case, I can't give you an answer.
Karia!
Because you haven't prepared the proposal yet. Shouldn't you finish?
Yes, of course.
But I've always found your proposals fascinating.
Karia, given that I have been presented with new evidence, I've come up with perhaps the treasure I'm seeking has been by my side the entire time.
I understand, Varam.
It appears this guest has also...
It seems he's finally put two and two.
There's nothing to worry about. It's just like Karia said.
But it seems he's still as stubborn as.
Now, it's your turn to make the choice, Mualani.
But, Uncle New, I'm sure anyone who can complete the journey to the island would...
Very good. Then there's nothing more I can teach you. Here, take this talisman again. You can...
Looks like it's also our time to say goodbye. You've taken great care of us through...
Then remember, the next time you come to visit the people of...
Friends. I suppose we are theoretically friends.
Well, that's one way to think so.
Then Varamdra and I will be taking our leave.
Okay, bye-bye!
You're back already. So,
What are you doing here all of a sudden?
Well, I found something even more precious than the...
you... Seems you really learned a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What? Why are you all looking at me like that? The elders of the tribe also gave... New! I've already proven that I'm stronger than you. I'd even been to... the mysterious island.
Koholo. Even if you had never been... But as for what we would deny about you...
Me?
So now, our trip to the mysterious island is officially...
Yeah, but I have one more place I...
Mualani. She has quite a sense of self.
Squall Fury!
This is the place. From what I've heard, if we take a group
What made you think of taking a group?
Well, we completed our trip to the mysterious island.
You've earned the greatest honor for a guide. Yet, you can only walk...
Would you call it a sacrifice? I don't really think so. After all that we've been through together, the results don't matter anymore. It's kind of hard to explain. I don't know if you get me or not.
No, I get it.
Traveler.
So that's your answer, huh? To the meaning of a journey? It's a good one. Then let's...
Yep, Paimon's ready.
3, 2, 1. Kaholasaur! I wonder when the next journey will...